What is up, everybody? Ethan back tonight with another beer review. And what I've got tonight is classic Miller Lite. A fine Pilsner beer, it says. I've had this before, but I thought I'd revisit it and review it again. It was introduced in limited markets in 1973 by the Miller Brewing Company, then owned by Philip Morris, 73, followed by its national distribution in 75. So its official introduction date is considered 1975 per Wikipedia. 4.2% ABV. It gets a 2.57 on Untappd, 10 IBUs with 2 million check-ins, and I added another check-in myself, and this is a can that is best by December 28th, 2026, so well within the freshness date. We're like 5-6 months out from that. Go ahead and crack it. Like I said, I'd had this before, but I thought I'd re-review it, give it a revisit. Very foamy white Miller head. Virtually no bubbles in it. Very clear, very clean looking. Aroma's faint, pretty much non-existent. Yeah, I'm not getting a lot on the nose. I did just have a slightly heavier beer, so that might have something to do with it. Maybe there's a faint corn, kind of a, adjunct smell, like a keg beer, college party beer kind of smell. Let's go ahead and try it. Cheers. Classic Miller Lite. I didn't see a beer advocate for it, but 10 IBUs is extremely light and crisp, virtually no hoppiness. There is a good flavor for such a light beer at, I believe 107 calories. $96 calories. I'm sorry. 96. I was thinking of the High Life Light. 96 calories, 4.2. So that's pretty low calorie for the ABV. Is this better than other macro mass-produced light beers? I think so. I'm more of a Miller guy myself. I'd prefer this over Busch Light, Coors Light, or Bud Light, or Natural Light. To me, this is slightly better than those. I mean, by a small margin. I mean, you're splitting hairs at that point. But I think I would prefer this one over those. It has a slightly better, less cheap flavor, less carbonated. It has a smoother kind of Miller taste, and that lacing on the glass. Typical of Miller. Miller High Life does the same thing, which is kind of a go-to for me. But hey, Miller Lite's not a bad beer. Why would I pick Miller High Life over this? Well, for one thing, Miller High Life is cheaper, a lot cheaper per 12 or 6-pack, like $3 or $4 cheaper, and a slightly more alcohol. But this is really good for a 96 calorie, 4.2% light beer. Like I said, I've always been partial to Miller. It's probably been 5 years since I reviewed it. I bought a 6-pack a few weeks ago, so I thought, hey, let's give it another review. Macro reviews seem to do really well on the channel. People like watching those on YouTube. For whatever reason, they get a lot more views than kind of micro craft beer. I guess more people have had them, more people know what they are. Their distribution regionally is better. All parts of the country, for the most part, can get this. Not everybody can get, Good Word Brewing, Japanese rice lager or whatever. Good Word Brewing, German-style Pilsner from Duluth, Georgia. Their distribution is not great. If you don't live in Georgia, you're probably not ever going to see that beer. But Miller Lite, you're going to see this in Seattle, Atlanta, Miami, Dallas, Texas, New York City, Chicago. You're going to see it all over. So I think that's why people watch the macro reviews more, is because they can get that beer near them, and they're interested to see what someone else says about it. Someone else, a random person on the internet, right? So that's my theory on why macro reviews tend to get better views on YouTube. And I love macro too. I've always loved macro. I've never really been ashamed of that. You get some flack for liking macro in the craft beer industry, but I love craft beer. I love, macro beer. I'm kind of pretty much partial to all beer. So yeah, it's crisp, clean, and refreshing on a very hot summer evening here in July. I'm going to give this a 89 out of 100, a B+, the classic Miller Lite. Cheers, and thank you for watching.